Well, should we do a quick walk through the garden? It's looking quite fabulous right now. Those are all my sunflowers. So I've planted them there for the last 2 years, and this year I did not plant a single sunflower. They reseeded themselves and came up beautifully. There's even a few volunteers. There's one in the middle of the path down there that I didn't have the heart to pull out, or this one right in the middle of my potatoes. And then underneath of them, I have carrots, beets, and radishes planted. So, like, there's some beets, there's some carrots, and then these are all potatoes. There's a volunteer tomatillo right in the middle of my potatoes. These are my overwintered kale that's going to seed. So we'll let it sit here and it'll dry. And then all these is where all the kale seeds will be. And it survived through the winter, through the snow. My garlic is getting ready to probably come out. Stop watering it. And then there's ground cherries that reseeded from last year, which I left in this bed because I knew the garlic was going to come out here shortly. So they're fine in there. And these are all my peppers. This is a kohlrabi, which this one's about ready to get harvested, which is good because it's smashing the kids' bell pepper plant. So this is all kohlrabis in here. This one is that one's kohlrabi too. These are my tomatillos. The size of these tomatillos. So they're maybe a third filled, but there's some of them that are huge. Gonna have some salsa on our hands. This one down here, let's see, which one is it? Yeah, this one's a purple tomatillo. You can tell because the flower part's got like dark purples on it when they open up. Same thing, I think this one's a purple too. So you can tell, like, see, oh, not zooming in very well, but see how the top of them is darker than the, my camera is not focusing very well. These are all varieties of zucchinis. We have crookneck, golden zucchinis, and regular green zucchinis. And we've been harvesting a ton out of here. I'm going to show you this one. My tomatoes. We're going to hopefully get shade over these guys here shortly. But they're doing quite well. And then underneath of these guys, I have basil everywhere. And also, I sowed carrots down the middle underneath the tomatoes about a week ago. So hopefully those will sprout up here shortly. And they'll be provided, the tomatoes will provide the carrots with shade. And then these are cucumbers, which are doing fantastic. We don't have any cucumbers on yet, but we have lots of flowers. Oh, maybe I lied. There's a cucumber right there. So this is this big one here in the middle is an Armenian, which is those really long white ones. And then there's just different varieties all the way down. And then I have some berries in here, weeds that I haven't got to. These are all strawberries. Kids ate a few. I doubt there's any in here because the kids eat them faster than they can barely turn red. But they're in here. And then I had a friend gift me some mammoth sunflowers. And so I planted them right here. She gave me some seeds. My corn. And then all my watermelons and pumpkins and squashes and most everything in here has got fruit on it. These are acorn squash. Something else that's interesting is I've had potato berries this year, which I've never had potato berries, and they say that you get them when you have a cool spring, which we did. We're just now getting warmer temperatures. I'm trying to find them now. I can't find them. But if you do have them on your plants, they are highly toxic, so do not eat them. They look like tomatoes, and because they're a nightshade, they're related to the tomatoes, but they are not edible. And I am not seeing any now. Giant weeds, though. No, doesn't look like I can find them, but they're little round green balls that are on the top of the potatoes, and they are toxic. So, garden's doing good. Hope everybody else is having a good gardening year. Oh, one more thing. I made a teepee. We just planted beans under it, so we'll see how this progresses. So they'll climb up the teepee. Go to this side where the sun is. So they'll climb up the teepee and hopefully make a cool little shade thing. I had all this blank area right here that I wanted to do something with.